On Morris Show on a Tuesday from the Rogue Media Network. And folks, join me in welcoming in Baylor softball coach Glenn Moore in his 26th season here at Baylor. Things off to a really good start to the year, 11-4, back from Clemson, 2-2 this past weekend. G-Mo, thanks for being with us this morning.
Oh, thanks for having me again. John's missed the last couple of weeks. I apologize for that, but I appreciate you having me.
No problem. You know who pinch hit for you? It was Hoot and then Britt, so it was good. So, but glad you were here today. How about the Clemson tournament? A couple of wins, couple of losses to nationally ranked Clemson, the host. How'd you feel about the weekend overall?
I think we're winning the games that we should, and I'd like to knock off a couple of the bigger teams like Clemson. And we didn't play well the game one against Clemson, and challenge the girls to kind of step it up and see what kind of improvements we could make in game two, and thought they did a much better job. Certainly happy with the way we're playing against the teams we're capable of beating, and as a coach you got to evaluate where you are, and we're a young team, but it's time for us to start competing a little bit better against some of the nation's best, and Clemson certainly is that.
Yeah. I said this last week when Britt was on. At that point, y'all were 9-2, and I thought that was a really good start to the year, given how many young players you have and how, significant roles they're playing. I would say the same thing now, 11-4. It's a really good start to the season, I would think, given all the youth on your team.
Yeah, I can't say I'm disappointed at all. We're up and down, we're roller coaster, even in games. All aspects of our game has shown potential to be very good. We had a great outing with Cambry Krieger against Clemson in the final game, in the championship game out there. Lost 3-0. But, when you're facing those top 25 teams, right now the top 25 teams, Clemson, for instance, has 3 or 4 arms hitting 70 miles an hour. So they've got huge and deep bullpens with a lot of velocity, and some of the teams we've been seeing outside of the top 25 have been, the mid 60s, and that makes a big difference. 2 or 3 miles an hour makes a big difference, and we'll get better from seeing that type of competition. But just didn't really perform well offensively. But Krieger certainly held their bats down. It really should have been a 1-0 game. She. Looking back at film, she struck a kid out and for the third out led to a double that scored her from first base, and some things like that happens in a game. But and then a win-aided soft hit home run left the park down the left field line. So she looked really good. That was promising, and we're getting there in small increments.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good example. Cambry Gregor, one of the newcomers, Peyton Tanner, pitcher, is another newcomer. I mean, so that really shows how these first-year players new to the program, you're really counting on them a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got a lot of youth out there, as you said earlier, and youth makes mistakes, whether it's missed signals offensively or assignments, defensive schemes, and some of that's my fault, trying to push the envelope a little bit and do some things that we're not quite ready for, but trying to accelerate the process, because the Big 12 is right around the corner, and we know we're going to be playing tough competition every weekend. So I think we're getting there, just probably as a typical head coach, a little slower than I want to get there.
I got you. How about your bats? How do you feel about the bats? Looks like a .310 batting average at this point in the season, team batting average.
So again, against average to slightly above average pitching, we're one of the better hitting teams that we've had here in the last few years. Not a tremendous amount of power in the lineup, but certainly spread the fill out a little bit, spray hitting and going with pitches, which is what Coach Hoot teaches a lot. Situational hitting's been phenomenal overall. Hitting with runners on base, I think, has been one of our better teams. But, again, when you face pitchers that are juicing it up, as I said, around 70 miles an hour, then not real happy with the way our approach has been. We've been trying to fight all 4 quadrants of the strike zone, and you can't really do that. We're not having intelligent at bats against that type of pitching. You've got to look at the percentages and where pitchers go in certain counts. So I just want to see all the talents there. I just want to see us become a little higher IQ hitting team.
I got you. Very good. So Sam Houston tomorrow, and then who? McNeese State coming in this weekend for 3.
Yeah, and we got to get ready for them. I think Sam Houston has 11 wins already, and we're going on their turf. So we've got to be prepared to play some of those mid majors. You play a team like Clemson, then you back off to start playing teams with the names on their jerseys. No offense, but you start backing down your intensity, and I've got to make sure I get them prepared for that because they're very capable. And of course, McNeese State's good every year, and they've already beat Missouri twice. I watched them play while I was out in Clemson. I'm on the RAC committee. It's a committee that prepares our region for the NCAAs and informational committee, and I've been studying them a good little bit. They're very good. They've beaten Ole Miss already, Southern Miss, Tulsa, beaten Houston, the Big 12 team, of course. So when they come in here, they'll be a big challenge for us as well. And they're giant killers, as I tell our team to prepare for. They really get up to play teams like Baylor. So tough week ahead, but a week where we can get better.
Very good. Well, on the road tomorrow, and then McNeese doubleheader on Saturday, single game on Sunday. Whatever you're doing today, I hope it's outside. I mean, we should all be outside today, right? As much as possible with this weather.
It's beautiful, and we're practicing, so we're going to get ready to head down to Huntsville and play, and excited about that. Hey, I want to wish a happy birthday to my wife. She's it's her birthday tomorrow, actually, in the U.S. She was born in Japan, so today she celebrates and tomorrow as well. So happy birthday to Janice.
Very cool. That's great. Happy birthday to Janice. We love her, and one of the greatest athletes in Northwestern State history, and maybe in your family as well. Right?
The greatest.
The greatest.
Today, for sure.
Happy birthday to Janice. Hey, one final thought before we let you go. The new locker room this year, that's just terrific. Thanks to Peggy and Rick Hawkins, for making that available and making it work. And you showed me around in there. That is so cool. That y'all deserve that. I mean, and I'm glad you finally got it.
Well, thank you for saying we deserve it, John. We certainly are very blessed by the generosity of the Hawkins, and Rick and Peggy have done so many things for us, and so many people here at Baylor have benefited from their generosity. So it's exciting to have Peggy's name on our locker room. The girls love it. Man, if anybody wants to come by and take a peek, we'd love to show it off. But it's a super nice facility, and we're very blessed by the Rick and Peggy Hawkins to help provide that.
Very cool. Thanks, Glenn. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you soon.
Sick 'em.
All right. Glenn Moore, Baylor softball coach, 26th year here at Baylor. He is Baylor's all-time winningest coach in all sports. Glenn would add he's the losingest coach in Baylor history in all sports as well. But great tenure here, and they'll play at Sam Houston State tomorrow, and then McNeese State comes in for a 3-game series coming up this weekend. All right.